Here we are ready to work with one of our pages, and we want to work with it a little bit differently. When we're working as a page, it's nice to be able to work in columns, and the way you do that, there's actually a couple of different ways, but is using the layout menu up here. You can see on my people and culture, I have actually created two separate areas along with a header and a footer area for the content, and that is simply done within the layout menu. Uh, as I click through my pages, you can kind of see the difference between a page that has just a full width layout, where you do have the flexibility to kind of move within that area all the way across, or over here on travel information, you can see I've done a full a two-column layout, which is the two columns with the headers as opposed to two columns simple. You can also kind of experiment with these, and it just sort of gives you some areas to work with that give you kind of the left side and the right side of the page without having to worry about this far left navigation. Um, as I've kind of brainstormed through these different areas, travel information, you can see some of the subheadings I've sort of come up with here. And I believe that I'm going to have, let's fix the spelling of Canada here, some areas where I can put in for perhaps some flight information. If I could find a widget to insert here, there are lots of different widgets, Google calls them gadgets, that will kind of embed themselves in your page. You can see I've done a weather gadget here, a currency converter gadget when I'm talking about the currency. And I would, of course, type in, something along the lines of, the currency in Canada is the Canadian dollar. Use the currency converter below to, convert your currency into their currency. Staying in Canada, I may see if I can find 3 or 4 examples of hotels, perhaps in the capital city of Canada, and just embed perhaps an average stay there, maybe some images from their website of the hotel, so that really the travel information page has flight information, hotel information, weather information, currency information, the things to see and do. I envision this being a very useful page where you can go and find historical sites or things to see and do, maybe a current events page that will actually show up here. Again, doing a 2 or 3 column, maybe even a 3 column in this one, would allow you to kind of create, I can envision inserting a picture here. You can insert, of course, the images this way. I happen to have some of the images uploaded to my Google Drive, so I can do it on using the insert drive option. And right there I have one of the fort we just viewed. Maybe put a title up here of the fort. That's the St. John, New Brunswick, Fort Howe. And we can put that in here. Of course, changing it so it looks maybe more like a title. And then some basic information underneath it down here. And then underneath that, put the next document. Of course, if it looks better to be centered, or if you're trying to center this within that area, it may end up kind of giving it a nicer finalized look. So that's as we're working through these different pages. Whoop, let's save that page. Making use of the layout option really is going to kind of give you a better layout on your pages rather than just a full width layout.